Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate your time. I'm going to be doing a quick reaction video to Kennedy Jazzy's viral video of her talking about that all wigs are not created equal, that hard wig, soft life is a real thing. She was being very snooty in her video, but I wanted to do a genuine reaction and just analyze a couple of things that she's saying for you guys and give my opinion. So let's listen.
I wanted to come in here really fast because I have a date to get to and he ordered my Uber and they'll be here like in a minute. I wanted to make this video very quickly. All wigs are not the same. The problem is that a lot of you think that all black women who wear hair and wears wigs and wear weave and wear natural hair, you think that we want the same gaze that you get. Some of us black women don't need laid hair because we're not trying to get a certain type of demographic of gaze. If you want the black gaze, and this is no shade, this is just know the game. If you want the black gaze, you need to have a bust down with baby edges everywhere. Another race's gaze, power, respect, social power, economic, education, you're going to have an ethnic look to you, and your hair is not going to be laid usually because the black culture will call this hard wig. The other races will say, oh baby, yes, you're ready for the Hamptons and you're ready for the penthouse and all that good.
So she basically says that there's two different types of a gaze, meaning like you are procuring yourself in such a way as to where you attract attention from certain men. And to an extent, I do agree with what she's saying in that sense. There is a way that you would want to dress depending on who you're trying to attract. Perfect example, if you're trying to attract someone who is in pharmaceutical street sales or street pharmaceutical sales, and maybe he gets his money through unconventional methods. But he indeed gets money and he has power and influence in his particular area, whether it's a hood, whether it's the streets. Yes, there is a particular way that you will want to present yourself to ensure that you attract that type of man. But I will say that that's not 100%. Those are different aesthetics and will most likely attract those type of men. I would also say if you're trying to attract a more graduated from university, is in different fraternities, maybe he rose crew, maybe he's a mentor, he's involved in, city hall, like that type of gentleman, he is also attracted to maybe different things. Not always though, because in a lot of cases you will see that men will entertain women that, have the whole stripper look, but they won't marry them or take them seriously. Those different aesthetics do place you in a different category concerning men if you care, but I don't think it necessarily puts you in a better position automatically. I will say that men, depending on their race and ethnicity, they do find certain things attractive versus others, and that could be based off of cultural reasons, socioeconomic reasons. All of that does come into play, and I'm not going to sit here and act like no, different men are not attracted to different things. They are. However, I don't think it's that black and white. I think that she is obviously being hyperbolic on purpose to go viral, to upset people, to have people talking about, her clip. But I don't think that it's that simple. But let's keep watching.
Stuff, and a lot of you girls aren't getting that. You're getting attention from a certain gaze. You're getting taken to dates on MLK Street. We're getting taken to the Hamptons, all right, and in Saint Tropez and Monaco. And you guys are getting taken on dates to MLK Street, all right. And if you're lucky, you'll get taken to the Red Lobster across the street. So let's stop trying to bash black women when they don't have a certain laid look, because we're not all the same. All wigs are not equal, baby. And the ladies who do
I understand what she's saying. Not so much with you look Hamptons ready versus Red Lobster ready. Not so much that part. But I do think that overall in the black community, there is a particular mindset when it comes to your hair being done. Like for some black people, my hair right now is not done. Like this is not done. This can't be an intentional hairstyle. That is the case for a lot of black people, that your hair has to be pressed, or when it's time for you to get dressed up, you need to have heat involved. Or what's now becoming a reoccurring thing I'm noticing is whenever someone is, getting dressed up, they go and get a frontal wig installed. That's like a normal thing I see now, which I am definitely not a fan of. I cannot stand those super harsh baby hairs. I think the whole practice of gluing a wig down to your forehead for several days, and some for some women weeks, is counterproductive, because it's going to destroy your natural hair, and your natural hairline is going to put you in a position where you can only wear these wigs, and then it just becomes like a vicious cycle where it stops being a protective style and it starts being your only style that you can wear because you have no hairline. So I'm definitely against that. I just think in general, within the black community, one of the old school thinking and mentality that we have is your hair has to be done, and that means, like I said, it's not can't look natural. So things like braids and wash and go, twists, locks, all of that is vacation hair, or it's just, it's not formal. That's why a lot of times when you see black women's hairstyles on their wedding day, it's not their natural hair. It's uncommon to see that, or anything that looks like their natural hair. So I understand what she's saying, and I do think that there is women, or should I say there are women, who make fun of black women that wear their hair like mine, or prefer to not have their wigs looking super laid. Like, I know for me, I don't wear wigs like a hat, but at the same time, I do just want to throw them on and then take them off at night. I'm not obsessing about getting it to look like scalp. Like, none of that is important to me. Now, does that maybe cause my wigs to look wiggy sometimes? Maybe it does, but I'd rather have a wiggy looking wig that I can take off at night and then my hair looks like this. But that's just me. Let's keep going.
You actually have a better life that you're seeing. They're not trying to fit a certain look, okay? They have bigger fish to fry. Well, I'm off. Mwah.
Oh, it wasn't in the video. So basically, what she was saying, I think I understand why it was offensive to people. I understand why people were bothered by what she was saying. I get it. I really do. Especially the way she was saying it, intentionally to be inflammatory, to be triggering. But I do, like I said, I do honestly think there is a difference in the type of men you attract depending on how you present yourself. The same woman could attract completely different men depending on her hairstyle, the way she dresses, her fragrance, her makeup, her lashes. All of that can affect the type of men that find her attractive. I don't want to 100% act like that's always the case, because, like I said, there is a quality, or there's a type of aesthetic that all men are attracted to in a sexual manner. But I think what is poignant for you as a woman to decide is what kind of attraction or what type of attention do you want from it? Do you want to be taken seriously, or do you want to be like what they look at as something to play with, or something that's temporary, or something that's good for a night? I think ultimately that comes down to what your personal choice is, or what it is that you're looking for. That's kind of what she says in the video. Like, what's your goal? What's your end goal? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to have fun? Are you trying to find you a husband? All that is going to influence the way that you ultimately present yourself and what aesthetics you gravitate to. I'm 32 years old. I am married now, so while my fineness is very visible and obvious, I definitely no longer have the priority to dress in a certain way to get male attention. That's really not what's important to me. Really, my goal is to be attractive to my husband. So if you're still single, what type of men do you want to attract? And do you want the men that you attract to take you seriously? That is something that you have to decide for yourself. I don't think it's just about, these arbitrary, the whole mother whore complex thing. I don't think that that has to be the only options that women have in terms of how they present themselves. But again, men do look at women who make their sexuality the forefront, and they do handle them and treat them differently versus women that they think have a bit more to offer. And especially if you're talking about the caliber of men who need women to attend galas and different parties and mixers and all of those sort of like social events, he's going to need a young lady on his arm that can represent him well. I don't think that has anything to do with the wigs that you wear in particular. I think it has much more to do with what comes out of your mouth and how you carry yourself in public situations. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on this whole thing with Kenny Jazzy. But thank you so much for watching. Take care.